I'm going to live with it, and I'm going to make it, for better or for worse, I'm going to make it my bitch. All right, so that right there, setting a PR in the 10K, 41:48. I think I improved my 10K time by about 4 minutes. So, great day. That was at the Bellin 10K here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Actually, one of the nation's largest 10Ks. So, great day out there. Really pushed into the well, but we are out here, Baird Creek, local training grounds, getting in some time on feet today. So, coming off that 10K effort. Not sure how long I'll be out here today, but definitely want to get some great time on feet. Cool morning, overcast, and no rain expected, but definitely looks like it's looming. Getting in some calories quick, starting off with a go bar. So as I do a run today, where, the legs are fatigued from the 10K effort, I usually never work down to that pace, granted a PR. I'm really practicing visualization. How am I going to feel at mile 80? How am I going to feel at mile 60? And this is something I've always incorporated into my training, especially about training for Cocodona, is being able to just suck it up. It's a mind game, right? The body will tell you to stop, but the mind will push you further. This is well known in exercise physiology and the psychology behind running. If you haven't, I highly suggest listening to or reading the book How Bad Do You Want It by Matt Fitzgerald. What a great book. That book will help you push for sure. Just kind of getting into the science of, the psychology behind what makes us push so much further. And as most of you know, I'm in a doctoral program, and I'm working on creating a capstone project for when I graduate. And what I'm thinking on doing is looking at not only the psychology, but what makes ultra runners go the extra mile, right? What makes us want to do these type of distances that on paper look almost impossible? And as most of us know here, it's the mind, right? It's, can you harness your mind? Can you pick up energy through things that have happened in your life, whether it be trauma, the anger, people who've wronged you? Can you use that as fuel? And one thing I've realized as I've progressed in the sport is this anger is great. I don't want to be at peace with it. I want to confront it. I want to use it as fuel for me to not only go the extra mile, but I want to deem myself successful. And what's the best way to do that? By doing things that are on paper impossible. By doing things that make you feel full, that give you that passion, that can, push it back on those people that wronged you, face trauma head on, and show them you can't be defeated, right? So that's kind of one thing I've really focused on in my training, is not really being at peace, but using it as fuel. Because like I said before, I don't want to be at peace with it. I want to continue to confront it and continue to use it as fuel for not only my ultra running, but just life in general, whether it be academic, relationships, things of that nature. It's a part of me, and I'm not going to try to block it out. I'm going to live with it, and I'm going to make it, for better or for worse, I'm going to make it my bitch. Creek is still pretty low here at Baird's, but I will say the mosquitoes are definitely swarming. We've had a few humid days, so that'll bring the bugs out. Part of Wisconsin. I am seeing some baby deer flies out too, so they are definitely in the vicinity. But they're not too big yet, and they're not biting yet. But that, I'll be able to tell in a few hours if there's some big female deer flies out. And the sun is coming up, kind of getting through the clouds. It's gonna be another beautiful day. You know, ultra running for me is not even really about the running. It's what kind of mental benefits can I harness from going further? Where do I see myself at my next race? What kind of valuable lessons do I gain by going to the well? That's where I believe I really see a benefit, and why I enjoy ultra running. I don't enjoy it, I love it. You know, many people come into the sport and they complete their 100-mile and goal complete and they're done. But for me, it's about kind of seeing what I can do next. And, you know, with Cocodona, that was a long-term goal. It took about 3 years of training to get there. And now that it's complete, you know, I felt a little bit empty from that experience. And I'd love to go back. Granted, once I finish my doctorate, I will definitely return. But, you know, ultra running is more than just the fitness aspect of it, which, don't mistake me, that is definitely something that draws me to it. Kind of practice what you preach, per se. But going to the well and feeling that fatigue and just really harnessing, you know, things in your life to push further is super attractive to me. So anyway, we're about just about an hour and a half in. All right, just rounded out 2 hours here. 1,000 feet of gain, and I think I'll probably push another 30 minutes and just do some hill repeats, get more elevation. But otherwise, I was feeling pretty fatigued this week, so I think it's time for a small down week. So that'd be around 35 miles this week. Nothing crazy, but I do feel very prepared for the 24-hour. And just kind of harnessing my mind, because I know what it feels like, and that experience really counts in one of these ultras. So, but I want to thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate your viewership here. You can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, but you can find me on Strava at Cameron Mueller, or on Instagram at Mueller Cameron, and right here on YouTube. See you guys.